Hey, grace and peace. Welcome to Find the Intersection. My name is Paul Dezay. Today we're talking about Luke chapter 10, verses 38 to 42. Today is the Martha versus Mary scene. Hey, a few things. This takes place right after the Good Samaritan story in the Gospel of Luke, which we talked about last week, and right before the Lord's Prayer in Luke. Three things that stood out is I think we need to identify with the anxiety that Martha is experiencing in hosting the group of disciples. Now, we don't know if it's just the 12 disciples or is it the 72, which we've seen throughout the Gospel of Luke. So can you imagine what it would have been like to try to host that party and counting on your sister to help? And that's not happening. So I think a part of this story is understanding the anxiety that Martha is experiencing as she hosts this large group. The second thing that stood out to me as I read this is sometimes we need to listen like Mary, and sometimes we need to act like in the Good Samaritan story. There's a time for listening and there's a time for action. And that particular time was a time for listening. And so Mary captured what was important in the moment. And the third thing that stood out to me was that in that culture, women were not allowed to sit at the feet of the rabbi to listen. That was a role for the man. And so here we have breaking down of gender roles and what was custom. And so for Mary sitting at the feet of Jesus, that would have been something that men do. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, so much more in this passage that's pretty familiar. Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow will be my first day back from vacation, and we'll be talking about Colossians chapter 1. Anyway, grace and peace, everybody. See ya.